So today we're going to be taking a look at what it takes to build these carving head 40s to as closely as the same spec as possible as the wheel that we already have on the car right now. The two biggest differences between the avant-garde wheels and these carving head 40s is the face design as well as the mounting design. So the avant-gardes are a concave face that actually mounts on top of the lip and barrel in the front. And the carving head 40s will be a sandwich mount, which means the face will go in between the lip and the barrel. These avant-garde wheels are 18 by 10.5, negative 20 offset. They have a face that mounts in the front of the lip and barrel. And the face is also concave, that allows me to run a bigger lip with this setup. So the lip on this wheel is actually 7 inches and the barrel is 3.5 inches. The carving head 40 is a sandwich mounted wheel, so that means the lip goes on one side of the face and the barrel goes on the other side of the face. So the thickness of this face actually needs to be taken into account for the final width of the wheel. The thickness of this face is 1/2 inch, so if I want a total width of 10.5, I know that when you add the thickness of the face as well as the lip and barrel, we want that final width to equal 10.5 inches. The other biggest difference between these two wheels is going to be the face design. So the fact that this is a flat face and this is a concave face, we won't be able to run as big of a lip on this setup as we will on this one. But luckily I have some 5-inch lips laying around that we're going to test out on here and see how they match up with the old setup. So using our highly calibrated O'Reilly's wash buckets and our leftover 5-inch lips, it looks like that's almost a perfect match for these wheels in comparison to the old wheels. Take a look how well that matches up. So now that I know that a 5-inch lip will work for what I'm going for, I have the 5-inch lip, the 1/2 inch thickness of the face. So now I know that my barrel dimension is going to be 5 inches, so that I have a total wheel width of 10.5 inches. So the main thing I wanted to show you guys was that the lip and barrel dimensions are not the only thing that plays a role in the wheel's final offset. The other things you have to consider are the face design, whether it's concave or flat, where the face mounts, if it mounts in front of the barrels, behind the barrels, or a sandwich mount like these ones. And also the other thing you have to consider is the backing pad thickness that's behind the face itself. I'm talking about backing pad, I'm actually talking about the material that's located behind the face of the wheel. So both of these wheels have the same dimensions, but they're different offsets. So they use the same concavity profile for the face. They both have 7-inch lips, both have 3.5 inch barrels, but the amount of material is different. So this wheel on the left actually has more material behind the face. That's the backing pad. Than this wheel. And because of that additional material on this wheel on the left, that actually gives me more of a negative offset as opposed to these ones. One of the other things you can do when it comes to measuring offset is that since I already know that I want to use a 5-inch lip and a 5-inch barrel on this setup, I can actually measure the distance to the center of this face. Since I know the center of this face will be the distance to the middle. And if you get an offset from there to the mounting surface, we can see that it's roughly 20 millimeters, possibly a little bit more. But I know that my negative offset is going to be right around the negative 20 millimeter range, since I have the same dimensions for the lip and the barrel. Now if you wanted to go bigger lip or bigger barrel, you would have to convert that 1/2 inch or inch that you want to shift it to millimeters, and then shift it negative or positive depending on what you wanted to do, and then you can retrieve your new final offset. Alright, just wanted to show you guys the wheel mocked up with the 5-inch lip. Doesn't look too bad. We'll probably go a little bit more positive on the camber. For anyone that's gonna ask, the reason the drill pattern looks so weird is because these wheels are actually designed to be universal for 4x114 as well as 5x114, but none of that's going to be visible anyway. Right now I just have these OG center caps. I'm waiting on getting some new ones, but these go over the center. and cover everything up just like so. And the center cap tool for this was like $100. Pretty much every aspect of these wheels is super rare and super expensive, and kind of sucks.